much money on. I spent $4,000 on this. Come
and you know
on.
what that's what I went to? A car payment for my G-Wagon.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the most ungrateful women I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely wild. This woman thinks that our man should be making $200K a year.
Ever date a guy that made $200K?
Like a year?
Yeah.
No, what the?
Are you serious? You don't think $200K is a lot?
No. I want a guy that makes $200K a month.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's pretty good.
Would you?
I mean, like, $200K is like a lot of money. Like, my dad makes $200K.
But like, that's like your hardworking dad. Like, we live in a whole different generation.
That's true. It's easy to make money now.
Yeah.
Clearly. Look how much money we have and what do we do?
Yeah, I want a guy that makes more money than me. Like, what?
Yeah.
Wait. This woman who does OnlyFans thinks she deserves a man who makes $200K a year? You're literally a modern day street worker. There's no way in hell a woman in your industry will ever get a man that makes that much money. You're just not deserving of it. Anyone who does OnlyFans are low quality women.
No, you can't do that shit. Them titties too big.
Most you ever spent on a girl?
The most I ever spent? Probably like 3K.
What you bought her?
I took her to the Usher concert in Vegas.
Italian cheeseburger and a Wendy's 4 for 4. Well, that's all they could get. I was splurging that day.
And where's that first guy's girl now? Probably nowhere to be found. You should never be spending that much money on a girl you're just seeing.
My tea is that I'm in love with my best friend who is married to a man. And guess what? I'm also married to a man. Holy shit! Wait. Guys, one life. Should they be together or what? What if your man sees it? He knows. Okay, he knows. He'll know soon. He'll know soon.
Why is the crowd cheering? This is the kind of toxic society we live in where they thrive off couples cheating on one another, especially the men they're married to. This is exactly why I stay away from the clubs and bars.
Also, I just had a Bumble Guy who was like, oh, can we video chat before we like meet up, whatever? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'm like, I'll be ready later. He's like, oh, well, actually, let me call you like right now. And I was like in bed. I was like, no, I'm getting ready later. I'll talk to you like later. He's like, okay, for sure. We just talked for 3 minutes. He asked me like 2 questions. He's like, oh, so you're in finance? Oh, that's cool. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He's not asking me any follow-up questions. He's acting really weird about me. And then he's like, well, I'm sure you have a lot to do, so I'll just talk to you later. Bye. Our entire call was like literally 2 minutes and 33 seconds. That's what it said when it closed out, so I'm sure that's going to be an unmatch. Don't know what he hated, seeing as he's 38. God, I hate men.
So he wanted to video call her before he actually saw her. And then after he saw her, he immediately hung up. I mean, I guess that means she was a catfish. He didn't want to go on a date with a woman who didn't look like herself in pictures. If she can't realize that, I'm sorry to say she's a bit slow.
So you're
26?
Are you single?
Yes.
At 26, how much would you say you make annually?
Probably like 46, 46 maybe.
40K, 46. You feel like as a man, that's enough for most of the women that you run into day to day?
You know, can I tell the truth? Probably not. You know, what I'm chasing is not monetary. And I'm chasing a real dream, and I feel like you can't put a number on that. You know, and if she can't understand that, then I don't know what to say.
So why do you think it's not enough for the modern woman?
I think we get confused in socials. I think we get confused on the internet of what the real goal should be. Obviously, I'm saying everybody believes that they're supposed to be making 100K, but everybody can't do the same job.
Do you think that the amount of money you make as a man determines what kind of woman you're able to get?
It shouldn't determine, but I mean, if I don't make 100K and she makes 100K, great. As a man, I should always aspire to do more. Like I said, there's a garbage man that deserves to be happy. There's a guy that works at McDonald's and has 2 kids that deserve to be happy. And there's a guy like me that's 26 still trying to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That deserve to be happy. And I think there's a woman out there for everybody. As long as you're comfortable and have enough, you know what I'm saying, to be happy, I think you should be okay.
This guy's making close to 50K a year and he's 26. I think he's doing very good for himself. And we should actually normalize this. Thanks to social media, I guess people have inflated how much a normal salary is. And they think just because it's not 100K a year, this man is dirt broke. But statistics have proven that only people who are above the age of 35 to 40 actually start to make 100K a year. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Successful people are unmarried women.
No, there's a legitimate statistic that when men and women get married, the men
get more successful.
Their quality of life goes significantly up and ours goes significantly down. Like, and that's just science because, yeah, they are now moving into a home where, like, everything's clean, everything's aesthetic. Like there's a refrigerator with like more than just ketchup. And so like their minds are blown. Where like we get in that situation and we're like, towels don't go over the door.
I do have to say, because I can't be fake, maybe it's like my form of feminism. I've decided that I'm going to take on the male qualities of like, I don't cook. I put the towel on the door. I take my clothes.
Put the towel on the door?
I mean, it's lucky if it gets to the door.
Yeah.
It's on the floor.
Right.
I take my clothes off wherever I'm standing and I leave it. I eat food and I leave it. It's like this empowering thing that I do where it's like, it's not my job.
No.
Because guess what? Mama's working.
This is what feminism is teaching women. So not only do women not bring anything to the table or barely, now they are refusing on doing pretty much anything. You don't want to cook, clean, you also want to start leaving a mess and basically start being a nuisance in this man's life. Once again, feminism has nothing to do with equality. It just has to do with hating on men. Like these kind of women are talking about men like we're animals. Like we have nothing in the fridge. Like we don't have a good, decent life around us. The best thing these women can do is just never date a man and just stay single with cats.
Too many women, liberal women in particular, will be like, oh, you don't accept my shitty behavior and double standards and stupid ideology. You must hate women. It's like, no, I don't like you. Sexism is not accepting you being a shame-wielding, wretched cry-bully. Anything short of double standards is oppression. Oh, you're insecure. It's like, no, I'm very secure in how much I don't like you and why. I think a good chunk of y'all have failed at being good people and good women in particular. Then you'll get mad at the notion that there's a correct way to be a woman while your entire political ideology rests exactly upon that idea. Because you'll look down on women that don't accept your ideas as lesser than you, while simultaneously lecturing men on their moral responsibility as men, which is almost always a hypocritical, self-serving, double standard script based on the political idea of womanhood that you weaponize to get what you want. If y'all have like a heightened perception of what's good for men and women, like you're an authority on it. Men are fundamentally evil people and their only salvation is listening to me. And then disagreeing with that means you hate women. It's like, no, I hate anybody who would ever do that. Whatever I want is innately right and you can't say anything about it, up into literally killing my baby, but God forbid you want a wife who does the dishes. Yeah, it's not women, it's you women.
This man described the previous girls perfectly. I do not hate women in the slightest, but I just hate women like we've seen in the last clip, where they refuse on doing things for men and have this disgusting feministic ideology instilled into them. No thank you.
Don't talk to me.
Ready? Ready? Come back, come back.
So not only is this girl probably getting tossed around in college, but she's physically getting tossed around by men. I guess we kind of know what girl this is.
I said I was going to wait till the beginning of the month to make this video, and guess what? It's July 1st, technically. Thong bikinis do not sit well with me in a relationship. Please understand, I'm not the person to control what anyone wants to wear. But for some reason, if I'm at the beach with my girl, and her whole booty cheek is showing, it's just not going to work for me.
Yeah. And I thought this was a totally normal take till I went to the comment section and everybody was calling him insecure. And the first thing I thought is maybe they don't know what a real thong bikini is. So I looked it up on Google, screenshotted it, and I thought about putting it in the video, and I was like, wait, I don't want my video to get taken down. Legitimately, TikTok will take your video down if you put an example of a thong bikini on screen. Fuck are you talking about? That doesn't tell y'all something? If the app will take your video down for nudity if you show an example of a thong bikini, because it's a bare ass, it's just straight ass. Like if she lean over straight, like what are you? She's basically naked from the back. What are you talking about? It's not crazy to you. How is a man insecure for not wanting his woman to wear that in public? Thong bikinis are for single women. No way in the world I'll ever be shamed for not wanting my woman to, bro, what? And then in the comment section, they talking about don't date a baddie if you can't handle a baddie. Fuck are you talking about? Some men don't have problems getting women either. Does that mean he should act the same way he does in a relationship and single? Cause he's a male baddie? Fuck are you talking about? Y'all still... I want to be in whole relationships wearing thong bikinis and getting fucking alcohol poured down your throat at the beach for summertime while you in a relationship, all because you a baddie?
Yeah, guys, and even if I wanted to show you guys a clip of it, even on YouTube, show you guys a picture of what they're talking about, I'd probably get this video taken down and deleted. Even look at YouTube thumbnails. If I post even a bit of cleavage or just a butt anywhere, YouTube will take down that video or take down that thumbnail. Is YouTube insecure for doing that? No, it's just deemed as inappropriate. So if billion-dollar companies are saying that this is inappropriate and this is not okay, then clearly a modern-day man also thinks that about his girl, and there's nothing insecure about it.
This is the lean test. Basically, basically Lil Dicky posted a picture with, I guess, new girl he's been dating. If you look at the picture, he's like really leaning toward her. And the lean test is just like, if you want to have a healthy relationship, the girl should be leaning into the guy. It's the sign of probably a pretty weak man if he's the one who's like leaning in. It's not a good look. And it's funny, if I look back, I had a really bad relationship one time. A lot of the photos, I'm leaning in. So it's just kind of indicative about the relationship itself.
Now, I don't know how much of you guys actually believe this, but to be honest, there is so much truth to this. This really just goes to show who likes who more. If the guy is leaning into the girl, he likes her a lot more than she likes him. And in my opinion, you guys can disagree with this or not, but the best kind of dynamics are where the woman respects the man the most and where she's leaning into him the most.
How much you eat to get that big? How many
I can't help my mama fed me and didn't feed you.
So you childhood obesity?
And your mom
Left.
childhood starvation.
The bar is really in hell. I mean, imagine proposing to yourself. This girl really gave up and decided to stay with cats. Good for her, I guess.
What you do for a living? Tell him. Tell him. What? Tell him.
I make films.
What do you mean by that? Oh, you like to make movies? Like.
Yeah, I like to make my own movies.
Oh, so where can I see it? Like in the nearest theater?
You can see it on your nearest phone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So like Tubi.
Yeah, more like OnlyFans.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So wrong.
Did this man really think he's gonna be talking to high-valued women on this podcast? I mean, just think about it. The only reason these girls are on this show is so they can show off their OnlyFans account. The kind of conversations you're gonna be getting from these girls are low-value conversations, their body count, the kind of things they do with men, and that is all.
Apps are not made for men. If you're a girl scrolling on Tinder, you're not gonna see a guy under a certain height. But if you're a guy, you're gonna see a ton of plus-size girls. And
ton of fatties.
I get height preferences. 60% of women say that they want a guy that's over 6 feet, but 78% of men also want a girl who isn't obese. Why aren't there weight preferences on dating apps?
That's so true.
Half the women that use dating apps know that if they put their actual weight in there, they wouldn't get any dates.
And this is exactly why dating apps are just declining nowadays. It seems like women are jumping on dating apps just for their own validation. And it's clearly an obvious double standard when it comes to how the dating apps are built. And it seems like it's only built for what women want. I wouldn't be surprised in the future if they start adding a salary amount to their criteria.
You on the set when she's having the scene with other guys?
So I used to not be. I wasn't like really that comfortable with it.
Yeah.
When we first started. Also for the guy's sake, because I can see how you can outperform in that situation.
Yeah.
But now I'm like totally like okay with it. At this point, I'll be there.
So if you're at somebody's house, like you're at Johnny Sin's place, are you like in the living room waiting?
Yeah, so like we have actually a lot of guys come with the girlfriends when we shoot with the girls, and the guy always just sits on our couch or like on our kitchen table.
Yeah.
And it's just like on his phone.
Okay, so he's not like watching the actual.
So you have helped film.
I have helped film twice.
Yeah.
And it really depends on the situation. You know what I mean? I think you just kind of feel it out.
Yeah, and you're so cool that it's not like weird.
That's actually why I like Sarah there most of the time too, because I think it makes a different dynamic when there's a third person.
I could see that being cool. Like, okay, the girl's here. She's good with it. She's gonna be over there. She gives the vibe.
Yeah, it just makes everybody feel more comfortable.
Yes.
You know?
Like everybody's on the same page.
You got to kind of respect everybody's boundaries. You know, everybody's different.
Right.
You know, some people might be okay with being right there, and some people might not. You know.
You got to respect everybody's boundaries. This guy is so chill and so cool. You see the kind of words they're using in this podcast? This disgusting podcast? This guy is just a simp, and honestly, there is no marriage in this. This guy decided to trade his wife for money, and that is all. The beautiful thing about getting married is you guys are doing things exclusively to one another. You guys are doing things that are unique to your relationship. But if your wife is doing things with other men, and there's absolutely nothing unique about your relationship, then there is no marriage. This is a financial transaction where this man gets to watch a girl he's talking to get ran through, and he gets paid. That is all.
I'm leaving here with something. I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
This little kid got more riz than modern day men, and I'm gonna be honest.
I don't want it. I don't want that. I didn't ask for that. You know what I asked for.
I just spent so much money on it. I spent $4,000 on this.
And you know that's what I went to? A car payment for my G-Wagon.
Alright, but you know, $4,000
for my Van Cleef. I didn't ask for a loan yard. You buy me what you want, me to have.
I understand that. Just look at.
Yeah, I would have broken up with this girl immediately. First off, I'm not even spending 4K on a girl that's just my girl. She has to be my damn wife. So not only is this guy a simp, he's also getting disrespected because why? He let it get this bad. His girl now thinks she can demand anything she wants from this man. And to be honest, by the gift she's receiving, she'll probably get it if she pushes hard enough. Men need to start putting their foots down because women like this are only there just to use you up. And this woman's probably bringing absolutely nothing to the table. But anyways, guys, it's just my opinion because that does wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, please watch the videos you guys see at the top screen. It does my channel a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.